Have you ever noticed? Every time Jungkook gets close to someone, whether it's Taehyung or Jimin, rumors start flying. Some people just can't accept friendship for what it is. But there's one question that keeps coming up in everyone's mind. Is Jungkook just a good friend, or is there something more going on in these relationships? And the biggest question of all, is Jungkook gay? This question has divided the entire fandom. On one side, there are people who say, yes, he's gay, just accept it. On the other side, fans argue, this is just friendship, nothing more. The media and fans are overthinking it. But there's also a third category, those who say, love doesn't need a gender. And honestly, maybe that's the most reasonable answer. But the most important thing is, what does Jungkook, the person at the center of all this, say? Has he ever spoken about his sexuality? Has he ever clarified anything? Let's start from the beginning. Let's talk about Taehyung and Jungkook. Their friendship wasn't just for the camera. They were so close in real life that fans gave their bond a name, Taekook. Fans started analyzing every look, every touch, every little interaction. Whether it was looking into each other's eyes, holding hands, or laughing for no reason, fans kept saying, this isn't just friendship. Once, a behind-the-scenes video went viral where V rested his head on Jungkook's shoulder. That alone was enough for fans to scream, Taekook is real. Every moment felt like a new story, but was it just bromance? Or was there something more? Then came a twist. When V started distancing himself or making new friends, some fans felt something had happened between them, a possible breakup. But right around that time, Jungkook started getting closer to Jimin. And then new rumors. Jikook is real. A.the.e. Chemistry between Jimin and Jungkook was no less intense. Jimin's caring nature and Jungkook's shy reactions drove fans wild. One clip went viral where Jimin whispered something into Jungkook's ear, and Jungkook blushed. That's all it takes for social media to explode. And then there was that fan meet moment. Jimin placed his hand on Jungkook's shoulder and softly said, "Can you live without me?" Everyone thought, that's something only lovers say. But was all of this really real? Or was it just for the camera? Here's where the big question comes in. Was Jungkook ever in a relationship with either of them? And then came the real storm, when a hacker claimed they had private chats and photos of Jungkook. That hacker first leaked an edited photo, showing Jungkook and Blackpink's Lisa at a romantic dinner. Later, the hacker admitted it was fake. But the fans' trust had already started to crumble. Then the hacker dropped new screenshots, this time claiming Jungkook was secretly dating. Winter, some of the pictures showed Jungkook alone, but others were edited to make it look like the two were at the same place. People started believing again. Rumors reignited. The fandom was once again divided. After all these rumors, people started saying, Jungkook is hiding his sexuality. They believed he was gay but would never admit it publicly, especially in a conservative society like South Korea. People even began digging up old videos. One clip of Jungkook went viral where he said, "Love is love. I don't care about gender." That line was repeated so often on social media that everyone assumed it was an indirect confession. But was it really a confession? Or just an open-minded, generic statement? Now, the most important part. Did Jungkook ever openly say anything about his sexuality? In one interview, when asked, "What kind of person do you like?" Jungkook replied, "Someone who's kind, understanding, and supports me." When the host asked about gender, Jungkook smiled and said, "It doesn't matter. I don't look at gender. I look at the heart." That line made the whole studio go silent for a moment, and then social media went crazy. Was that a confirmation, or just a thoughtful answer? But even after that, Jungkook never directly denied any rumor. Not the Taekook ones, not Jikook, not even the Lisa or Winter dating speculations. He never clarified, and fans stayed confused. Some say, Silence is also an answer, but others argue. Just because he doesn't speak doesn't mean everything is true. Even now, if you search Taekook, Jikook, or Jungkook is gay on Twitter, you'll find thousands of threads. Some in support, some against. But one thing is common. Every fan, no matter their view, just wants one thing: Jungkook's happiness. And this is true too. Jungkook is an inspiration for everyone. No matter who he's with or isn't with, his smile, his dedication, his hard work, everything about him is real. So is Jungkook gay? Was he really in a relationship with Jimin or V? Only one person has the answer: Jungkook himself. And until he chooses to speak, we can only guess. But maybe we need to remember, someone's sexuality is their personal matter. If they choose to share it, great. If not, that's their right. And if he says, love is love, then can't we just accept that? Is it necessary for every smile to have a love story behind it? Does every friendship need to be romantic? Maybe. Jungkook has always just given love, without any labels.